doing the 5 a.m. challenge. Oh my god, good morning. I am not a morning person. It's 6-ish a.m. and I just read 6 chapters in the last like 45 minutes. I'm on page 156 of You Again. I stopped at 106 last night before I went to bed. So I'm gonna get ready for work, go to work, come home, we'll read some more. And I'll let you know how waking up at 5 a.m. on a day that I didn't actually need to wake up at 5 a.m. impacts me. But I'd rather wake up early than try to stay up late, I think. Anyway, off to work. See you all this evening. Hello, good evening. We are on page 200 of You Again by Kate Goldbeck. I struggled at first to get into this. Once I hit chapter 6, I started to very much enjoy myself. So in this book, we are following Josh and Ari. Ari is our bi queen and we love her. She has very much the main character energy that I am looking for. Josh is mysterious-ish, dark and brooding. He's kind of a jerk, but I also enjoy his character. Josh and Ari meet one day as Ari is canvassing people to make donations for this like bobcat sanctuary type dealio, and Josh is the last person she tries to canvass for her day. They cross paths later that same day when Josh comes to her apartment to cook dinner for her roommate, who just so happens to be the woman that he's pursuing a relationship with. And then we flash forward a few years and their paths cross again, and it's still not a great time. The first like 4 chapters, we're skipping forward a couple of years as Josh and Ari's paths keep crossing, and at some point their paths cross and their friendship starts to bloom. So right now we're kind of at the point where there is some sort of tension between the two, in that Josh doesn't really want Ari to date anybody else and Ari doesn't really want Josh to date anybody else. They haven't explicitly expressed their feelings for each other. There was a point in chapter 12 when I was reading at work today, when I didn't have anything else to do in my last hour at work, where I was actually struggling to not laugh out loud about some of the stuff that was happening in this book. Suffice to say, I'm very much enjoying myself, though it did take a little while for me to get into it with the time jumps. That kind of made it a little bit tough in the beginning. But as you can see, I literally started this book yesterday evening and I'm already 200 pages in. I'm hoping that I can read a lot more of this book tonight before I go to bed, and maybe even start a new book tomorrow morning. But that's where we are. 5 a.m. has made me super productive in reading. I read, I want to say 60 to 70 pages this morning, which is decent when we consider that it was 5 o'clock in the morning and my brain hadn't woken up yet. I'm gonna go drink my tea. I'm gonna get back into it and we'll check in before we go to bed, and I'll see you again at 5 a.m. It's like 10 p.m. 10:02 p.m. I need to go to bed. I'm on page 317. We have reached a point where Josh and Ari have taken their relationship a little bit further, and it's almost like 3rd act breakup territory, but they're not actually together and they haven't actually been together. So that's fun. Page 317, chapter like 32. I need to go to bed because 5 a.m. will be here before we know it. So I will see you all in the morning. I was hoping to finish this book tonight, but I didn't quite make it. I have a little bit to go. I'll finish it in the morning though. An hour should be plenty of time to get through that. I've been reading it much faster than I thought I would, considering I just started this yesterday. I read 211 pages today. See you at 5. Good morning. We're getting started a little late today. I had a FaceTime call, so a little late today. I'm gonna try to finish this in the next 45 minutes though, so let me get started. I'll see you before I go to work. Unfortunately, it's time to get up and I did not finish, so I'll take it to work, and I don't have that much left. I'll finish at work today, and I'm also gonna start my next book. I brought my other book, my next book, up last night just in case I was able to finish You Again. I'm gonna go with a thriller next. I'm gonna take The Favorite Sister by Jessica Knoll to work with me today also. I have like an abundance of time today at work to do nothing because we're in a down period. So I'm gonna do what little I need to get done at work today and then get started reading and hopefully be a little way into this book when I come home tonight. I will see you all after work. Yeah, that said 10:18 p.m. because it's 10:18 p.m. and I'm just now getting started reading for the evening. I'm literally only gonna read until I finish the chapter that I'm in of The Favorite Sister. Tonight I did my first TikTok and it took me a while to, oh my god. It took me a while to film that TikTok, and then I edited my YouTube video that's coming up on Thursday. Yeah, so time got away from me. It's totally fine. This is why we're waking up at 5 a.m. this week. So far, I finished You Again, and that was a great book for me. My TikTok is actually my review of You Again. That was like 93 pages to finish You Again at work today. It was completely dead. After I did all of my admin stuff, I literally just read for the rest of the day. And then so far, I am 25 pages into The Perfect Sister. I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what's happening in this book right now, but that's okay. I'm gonna just knock out this last chapter that I'm working through. It's about 10 more pages, and then I'm gonna go to bed because I'm very tired, but also still kind of a little keyed up because I was working on my computer for a really long time tonight, so I need to unwind. I will check in at 5, so see you then. When I tell you I don't want to be up right now, I don't want to be up right now. I stayed up until almost 11 last night, but you can see 5 in the morning. We're on chapter 2 of this book, The Favorite Sister. That's only 39 pages in. All that I've gathered, there's some sort of reality TV show that the main characters will be partaking in. It's like the 3rd or 4th season of said reality TV show. The first chapter is from one sister's perspective. Her name's Brett. And then chapter 2 is picking up with a different character named Stephanie. Brett and Stephanie are not friends anymore. We'll see how it goes. I'm not that invested in this book quite yet, but it's okay. I think it took me a while to get into The Luckiest Girl Alive as well. I'm gonna get started and I'll check in with you shortly. Did I go back to sleep this morning when I woke up at 5 to read? Of course I did. So here we are. It's like 6 p.m. now and I'm home. I'm finishing cooking up some risotto to go with my dinner. I'm gonna read while it's finishing because it's taking forever and I already ate the rest of my dinner, so why not? We are on page 102 of The Favorite Sister. I took the library binding off of it at work today. It's pivoting between Brett's point of view and Stephanie's point of view. They are two main characters on the reality TV show Gold Diggers, which is the fictional show in this book. I'm not having the greatest time, to be honest with you. This is why it's important to like read book synopses when you are looking at buying books, and my own personal problem, honestly. I'm not a huge reality TV show fan, and so it's not really hitting for me. Jessica Knoll's writing is excellent, of course, but I'm not really into reality television, so I don't feel like this was meant for me. I'm gonna give it until part 2, and if I'm still not feeling it, I might DNF this book, but we'll see. It's progressively gotten more interesting. I have about 20 more pages until I hit part 2. So we'll see if things improve before then, and if not, we're DNFing. It's not really feeling like my cup of tea. I bought it for $1 at the library, so it's really not a huge deal. If I can't finish it, I'll just pass it along to somebody else who might like it, who likes reality TV. I don't know. It's just not going great. Anyway, I need to stir the risotto, so I'll check in with you here in a little bit. I'm drinking nettle tea. We're gonna go hang out with Peach downstairs and read for a little bit. I have to go to bed early tonight. I'm freaking exhausted. I'm going to bed at like 9 tonight, but we still have like 2 solid hours in which to read, so let's go and finally get started. I did read a little bit at work today. I read several chapters of this book at work today. I'm in the middle of a chapter right now, and I think I read chapter 3 this morning, and I'm on chapter 6 now. That's where we're at. Let's go downstairs, hang out with Peach for a bit. Let's plant a tree, shall we? We're just gonna do 15-minute intervals because I haven't really talked to my husband much today, and I would love to be able to talk to him while I'm reading, but I still want to plant some trees. Hello, beautiful girl. You're so soft. All right, where's the forest? Oh, okay, so we're gonna do 15-minute intervals of focusing. I'm planting a cactus. And I'm tagging things so that I can kind of analyze at the end of the year. Obviously I don't focus every time, but I want to analyze at the end of the year what I spend the most time reading. So this is my Thrills and Chills plant, the cactus. I have a little love heart tree for romance. And well, that's all that I've read so far this year is romance and Thrills and Chills. So here we go. Can you see that? We're planting. And now I'm gonna get to it. Okay, it's 9:40 and I'm on 163. That's 43% into the book. Part 1 ended on a cliffhanger that has pushed me forward. I'm interested enough in the plot to keep pushing forward into part 2, but I need to go to bed because I'm exhausted. So I'll see you at 5. We're doing pretty well with this challenge. Today was a fluke, but hopefully tomorrow I'll be good to go. Well, I don't know why I do this to myself. There you go. 5, 6. Last night was a night where I went to bed and didn't have a headache, but like I kept waking up because I developed a headache in my sleep from being tired, and it's still kind of right here. I'm gonna drink some water and hope that it goes away, and we'll get this day started. It's Friday, but I'm probably going to bed early tonight. We'll see. I'd stayed up until like almost 10 last night so I could talk on the phone to my husband before I went to sleep. So I only read 1 chapter. I got distracted by my phone, but I did not go back to sleep today, so that's good. I'm wearing the shirt that Bestie Kelly had her sister make for me, and my turtleneck because it's cold. We are getting ready to go to work. I have to pack my lunch. I'm gonna try not to forget my lunch on the counter today like I did yesterday. I still am not fully invested in this book, but that's okay. I'm gonna keep going because the cattiness of the female relationships is interesting enough. This one is definitely more plot driven in my opinion than it is character driven. Even though the relationships between the women are there, it's more like, well, what are they gonna do next? It's not really like lots of dialogue. Maybe because I listened to The Luckiest Girl Alive, I didn't clock just how long Jessica Knoll's sentences are. She's a very talented writer. I just think that maybe her writing is a little bit more elaborate and flowery than Kate Goldbeck's was in You Again. Not that they can be compared because they're two very different authors, but Jessica Knoll is more of an elaborate and flowery writer than I am feeling like I'm liking right now. That's okay. I still enjoyed Luckiest Girl Alive. We'll let you know how this one ends up being. I need to finish getting ready for work, so I'll see you after. It's here. Let me take my coat off and stay a while, and then I would be more than happy to show you what we've got. I stayed true to my only 1 book. The only exception is when Book of the Year comes out. Then I will get to get 2 because Book of the Year is free for me, and my birthday month will be free. I get a free add-on. So I'm so glad that we went back to the back being blue. It says this book hits the plot. I didn't like the all white bookmarks. I'm very glad that we're back to having blue. I opened it upside down because my address is on top, as you do. We have picked The Fury by Alex Michaelides. The Silent Patient was a banger and The Maidens was fine. So we'll give him a 3rd try, see if he's gonna be someone that I continue to purchase from. This is my book of the month. We'll see if I actually get to it in January. I'm guessing probably not, but I'm gonna add it to the TBR shelf that I've built. It's time to relax a little bit. Give me a second and I'll be back to fill you in on today. It is Friday, so there is that going for me. I did have a little bit of time at work to read. I'm debating whether I should end the vlog today. I'm not going to do Monday through Sunday anymore. That is so hard on me to edit, and especially with me wanting to upload twice a week, I physically can't. So we'll see. I didn't read very much today, I'll be honest with you. I'm on chapter 12 of this book, and part 2 is a lot more interesting in my opinion than part 1 was, but I did already decide that when I'm done with this book, I am unhauling it and passing it along. If it can get a new home, great, and then I'm still gonna finish it because it's enough. Like, it's interesting enough. It's not poorly written. That's where I'm struggling with DNFing, because I have no problem DNFing a book if I am bored or if I don't like the writing style, but I'm not bored out of my mind. I'm just not really into any of the characters, and I really like to like at least 1 character, and that's not the case. Anyway, I'm gonna make a coffee because I want more coffee. Then I'm gonna sit down and get to reading after I put on some comfy clothes. We will kick this night off Friday again, thank God. Oh, girly. It's me and Peach just hanging out. I had a grilled cheese sandwich for dinner because I am trying to eat. Oh my God. Okay. Hi there. I had a grilled cheese sandwich for dinner because I'm trying to eat what I have in my pantry. I'm gonna lay here on my couch and try to read a little bit. We'll see. Try is the key word because she's very clearly not going to be letting me do that with ease, of course. I'm hoping that I can genuinely finish this book tonight because I want to start something new over the weekend. Time will tell, we shall see. I do need to pick a Kindle book because I have a hair appointment on Sunday. My bangs get trimmed every month, so it is time for my 4-week appointment to get my bangs cut. I need a Kindle book to read, but I have a plan. So let's go ahead and get into this. I mean, it's Friday and it's only 5:30 and I feel like it's feasible to read 190 pages tonight. So let's get started and try it out. We'll see how it goes. Someone needs my undivided attention right now. The other night she knocked my mug of tea into my front tooth and I thought it was gonna wiggle out, so that's fun. It's not loose, thank God, but she got me. I got. This is the story of my life. Let me get started reading. Okay, it's like 11 o'clock at night, 11:25. I finished that book and I'm going to bed and I'm not waking up at 5 in the morning, so good night. I will see you when I next see you, which is probably going to be on Monday. See you soon. So that's going to conclude the vlog. I did not record on Monday. I simply just could not bring myself to get out of my bed. As a result, I did not record an outro, so this is going to be it. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can leave a like and a comment to help with engagement. I will see you in the next one.